All right. Words. Every anime genre explained in 12 minutes. Holy.
Shonen is one of the biggest anime genres, even though it's the most misunderstood, because it's not actually an anime genre. Shonen directly translates to boy, meaning that it's less of a genre and more of a demographic. And even though shonen is technically targeted towards young boys, a huge amount of people outside
There's a lot of female like it. I don't know.
That demographic also consume shonen anime, making it a pretty useless distinction when trying to differentiate them. For example,
yeah, it covers a lot. This encompasses a lot of stuff. Shonen
and Chainsaw Man are both published in shonen.
Wait, what? I knew Chainsaw Man. Wait, Death Note is a shonen? I guess, yeah. It's technically for teen. Yeah, it's just, bro. I don't know. I think of other things other than shonen when it comes to like the genre of Death Note
magazines, making them both technically shonen, even though their tones and themes couldn't be farther apart. This makes shonen a very nebulous term when describing anime, but anime fans will still use shonen as a genre. But when you hear this, you can assume that they are usually talking about battle shonen. This is an actual genre because it does consist of shonen anime where the primary focus is on battles. Usually
it's like stuff that gets posted on like Shonen Jump. I think that's one of like a misconception, but like that's what I generally remember about shonens. Like if it's like published on the Shonen Jump, it's like directly a shonen.
Superhuman abilities like My Hero Academia or Bleach. The first modern battle shonen that popularized the genre would probably be Dragon Ball. Examples of great battle shonen that follow in Dragon Ball's footsteps would be Hunter x Hunter or Naruto.
South America's favorite anime, man.
Examples of more mature shonen would be Full Metal Alchemist or Death Note. Comedy anime are all about making you laugh, but usually get a bad rep from the anime community for, well, not making us laugh. But it's important.
This is... there's a caveat to this, because a lot of like these comedies are like specific to like Japan. Shows like Nichijou, I didn't find funny at all. Except the principal like suplexing that deer. That was hilarious to me because I was stupid. I was just young and I was like, hey, that deer got suplexed, funny. But a lot of it is like specific to like Japan, really.
To remember that as English viewers, we lose a lot of context when an anime is translated. Sometimes Japanese humor relies on wordplay to inject humor into an exchange, which can often get lost on us. Another gripe anime fans have with a lot of comedy anime is that they'll heavily rely on a single joke, with changes only happening to the surrounding context or situation. But this isn't always a bad thing. Examples of good
It's a lot of slapstick. It's not my thing, to be honest.
The anime that focus on a single punchline are One Punch Man or Sakamoto-kun. Examples of other good comedy anime that don't rely on a single joke would be Nichijou or Psyche K. Seinen is a much less recognized term to most casual anime viewers.
Dude, you don't hear seinen around like casual viewers.
But it essentially just translates to youth, as in it is targeted towards young adults, specifically adult males. Seinen is again
typically with depression. I would have like I would have like attributed Death Note to seinen, to be honest, over shonen.
Demographic. An easy way to tell if a manga is published in a seinen magazine is if they directly use the word young. One of the most widely known seinen manga, Berserk, was originally published in a magazine called Young Animal.
Which
often contains pinups along chapters of the manga.
What? Let me write that down. Young Animal. Okay, noted.
Are targeted towards an older audience. They often deal with much darker themes and storylines. Examples of this are Vinland Saga, where themes of
boobies,
slavery are prominent, and Berserk, which is personally my favorite thing of all time. Sci-fi is an anime genre with a heavy emphasis on
Cowboy Bebop is mid. I will keep saying this. Cowboy Bebop is the middest show in the world.
Technology or futuristic elements, and it is significantly different from Western sci-fi. Sci-fi used to be a very popular genre in anime, most likely originating with the anime Astro Boy. However, the golden age of sci-fi is widely regarded to be in the 80s and 90s, meaning that many anime fans aren't well versed in the best sci-fi anime, including Akira, Ghost in the Shell.
Like a lot of the sci-fi stuff is like, or at least like the good ones in people's minds, is all like cyberpunky. Which makes sense.
It's worth noting that
the years it came out of
popularized the cyberpunk genre across the world, which is why I would point you towards cyberpunk edgerunners if you're looking for a modern sci-fi anime. Slice of life is a controversial genre among anime fans.
I learned to despise this. On occasion, I do like a little bit of slice of life sometimes, but It's not. I don't look for this.
Most avoid because a lot of people find it boring. The general idea of slice of life is, like the name implies, to capture a slice of someone's regular day-to-day life. It's usually characterized by a much slower pace with more emphasis on what we would consider mundane experiences. Some people think that slice of life means no development happens across the series, but that's not necessarily true. Oftentimes the genre is paired with comedy, drama, or romance. Early slice of life anime
Violet Evergarden. That's a good one. That's a good one. Wait, Freeman's technically slice of life, right? It's just like them going about, yeah, there's adventures and like fights and everything, but it's like their day to day on when they're traveling. I will never watch Clannad. This girl looks like a fucking cockroach. The eyes, no.
were very influential include Azumanga Daioh, Hidamari Sketch, and Lucky Star. If you want a modern slice of
friend, bro, when I got introduced to like proper anime and actually realizing which was anime, I asked their favorite animes and one of them said Lucky Star. I had to like double take and look at them like, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean you like looking at this?
life to enjoy, I would recommend Kobayashi Dragon Maid or Nanon Biori. Romance is another controversial genre because
despise. This is my ultimate no-go. I could watch a couple of slice of life, but romance, fucking no, dude.
Often takes way too long
me with
for
that
anything
shit.
to actually happen relationship-wise, but this can be chalked up to cultural differences. In Western shows, the romance genre isn't necessarily about whether the couple will get together. It's about if their relationship will stand the test of time. But
now I'm realizing he's playing this song in the background. Hold on, there's differences. I can watch a movie with like that's kind of Your Name is not. I guess there is a strong focus on like them two being romantically involved and eventually like seeing each other at some point, but like it's not why I like it.
with romance anime, it's more often about if the relationship will happen at all. That's why oftentimes a romance anime will take its time getting the main characters together. There are also many common
pure
tropes
edging, man,
in which a person mishears the other confession, causing the entire relationship dynamic to be reset. This can be frustrating, and personally, I hate the trope.
Yeah, Silent Voice was like, she's trying to tell him like, I love you, and he's like, you love the moon? Bro, I facepalm so fucking hard, dude.
Too. So if you want some good romance
I guess that's why I'd only watch it if there's like a cool premise. Like Silent Voice, she's deaf. Your Name, there's a whole like time paradox like malarkey going on. So
that still take a while to develop, but don't use those tropes. Check out Kaguya-sama or Golden Time if you want.
I heard this is the best romance to watch, but I don't know, man. Nah, I'm not gonna do that to myself.
A romance anime that's more akin to Western TV shows, check out Horimiya, although I will say that I think the manga is better. Isekai literally translates to
cinema. That's what it translates to. Literally translates to pure cinema. There's only been one isekai that I absolutely despise, and it's in another world with your smartphone or some shit, whatever you call it.
Different or other world. It's technically a subgenre of fantasy that revolves around a person from our world being.
And I hate the fact that a lot of these isekais should just be fantasies, because what's the point in getting isekai? It's not vital to the plot point or anything.
Transport it into a fantasy one. This can happen through many different ways, but in isekai it usually happens using a portal or reincarnation. While many people think of isekai as a modern genre, it's actually a very old genre. The idea of going to another world was always a popular one. I mean, think about it. Alice in Wonderland came out in 18...
I need an isekai with some cavemen. There's a manhwa where this guy literally gets isekai'd and he builds his own tribe. I'm not even kidding. I don't remember what it's called, but it's so fun. It's such a fun manhwa, man.
1965.
I think it's Chinese. Yeah, the art style looked Chinese.
First isekai, if you ask me. But if we're talking about modern isekai anime, the originator can actually be traced back to Zero no Tsukaima, which helped popularize Naruto web novels. If you want to learn
what? I've never heard of this.
more about the history of modern isekai, check out the video I made on that subject. But basically, Zero no Tsukaima fanfiction is actually what inspired light novels like ReZero, which in turn inspired stories like Mushoku Tensei. However, the popularity of adapting light
I've always heard that ReZero was like the progenitor.
novels into anime.
Oh, I like this anime, because of like the art style is so good. The first season, I think that's all that's carrying it. The main character is super cute, and like her little slimes.
Really began with Sword Art Online and its huge success, despite the fact that SAO isn't really an isekai to begin with. Fantasy is a very all-encompassing term.
But that is weird. Everyone think isekai what's like your top isekais, and then SAO somehow like pops into mind like as in either a choice or like an homage or something.
For any story with fantastical elements. This means that it can actually include shonen fantasy like Hunter x Hunter or Full Metal Alchemist, but it also includes high fantasy like Frieren. It covers dark fantasy like Claymore or Berserk, but it also covers historical fantasy.
Yeah, I know. That's literally what he said, and that's literally what I'm talking about. People bring up SAO even though it's not an isekai. They literally said it, man.
See, like
Claymore is fucking amazing, dude. I need to rewatch that. I just remember vividly enjoying this so much.
Slayer or Inuyasha. Well,
I think around that time I thought animes were like all this nice colored, like funny cartoons, Japanese cartoons. And then I watched Claymore, I was like, holy shit, there's more.
We tend to think of fantasy as mainly just high fantasy. This is because Tolkien's work have been so influential.
Not really hot take, everything past season 1 of SAO is trash. You're wrong. Alicization is probably, it's my favorite. I'm not better than season 1 because kind of sets everything up, but it is the best. You can just skip straight to it. You hated Claymore. Well, people like different things.
To our art.
And some people are wrong, you know? It was so boring, and I get called brain rotted.
In anime, fantasy usually takes inspiration from a many number of things. So in a certain sense, you could say that fantasy is one of the biggest
I want to watch Magus Bride. I just can't get, I don't know. I can't get through it.
genres in anime as a whole, and for that reason, it's hard to give a specific recognition for the genre. Shoujo is another demographical term and not necessarily a genre. It directly translates to girl, so shoujo anime are more often targeted towards younger girls.
Yeah.
Shoujo anime tend to be romances,
typically don't watch
dramas,
this.
but a big subgenre that emerged from shoujo is the magical girls genre, where girls transform into superheroes with magic.
Madoka Magica, and there was another magical girl show, but technically he was a magical girl, but like he's a 40-year-old man, so it's like a parody of magical girl shows.
Powers. One of the
it's
first
more of an isekai than
examples of a shoujo anime is Sally the Witch, who is technically a magical girl. However, not all magical girl anime are shoujos, as again, shoujo is a demographic and not a genre-defining term. Other important shoujo anime include The Rose of Versailles and Sailor Moon. If I had to pick a shoujo series
I've
that
heard about
acts as a
this
sort
one.
of originating
I think
point,
I've seen it. I think they have an adaptation out. I could be wrong. SAO Gun Gale Online was alright. I thought it was shit. I don't.
for modern shoujo, I might pick Fruit Baskets or
People love Gun Gale, but like I thought it was like mid.
Moon. But to be honest, as a guy, I don't really watch much shoujo, and I'm pretty unqualified to talk about this in particular. So if anyone in the comments has a better idea of what series really popularized modern shoujo, let me know. Anyway, recommendations for modern shoujo.
Girls don't even exist, so what's with the genre, you know?
I enjoy would be Yona of the Dawn, and My Next Life as a Villainess, which is actually a new subgenre.
I didn't even think of that. My guilty pleasure is villainous animes. Oh,
Yona of
it's
the
so
Dawn,
good.
and My Next Life as a Villainess, which is actually
That's a good one. I love that one.
a new subgenre of isekai that involves someone entering the world of a dating sim for women, but as the villain. I also suspect that this villainess subgenre will continue to grow. Josei is
It will, and I'm here for it. I love him. I love them all. I don't know why. I like the drama and like the MC having to like navigate things and like their perception of what the MC should be like versus like what the MC actually is.
But it translates to woman, meaning that most josei anime are targeted towards adult women. However, like shonen and seinen, the lines between shoujo and josei are very blurry. In fact, the thumbnail for this video uses Nana as a josei anime, but Nana is actually a shoujo anime because it was published in a shoujo magazine. Now, the reason I still put in the thumbnail is because I haven't actually watched any major josei anime, and this is the only mature shoujo anime I've tried. That being said,
Is Kite one? I know Kite the movie is the Western adaptation that was from an anime.
I can't
I
give any
remember
great
that much.
recommendations, so I'm just using My Animal's catalog here, and using that, good modern
Kite's
josei
probably
anime
one.
to try would be Chihaya Firu and Rakugo
I've heard of
Shinji.
that.
Sports anime is one of the oldest and long-lasting genres, usually
Shout out to All Out, the only rugby anime. So shout out.
reflecting a high school or collegiate sports team and their journey.
They got
Because
cake too.
sports anime very widely based on the sport itself. They are all pretty different, but if I were to point to a show that
Oh God, where is it? It's not here. Is Yuri on Ice technically a sports anime?
exemplifies modern sports anime, it would be
I totally never watched that in my life at all.
The Slam Dunk manga single-handedly increased the popularity of basketball across Japan, and in the same vein, Haikyuu has done the same for men's volleyball across Japan. These are examples of more
Karaoke no
realistic sports
basket.
anime, though, and it's worth noting that there are more
never seen them.
unrealistic sports anime where characters border on the line of superhuman. Prince of Tennis and Kuroko no Basket are good examples of shows like this, where characters are pulling off insane moves that aren't usually possible. If you want a good modern sports anime, I would personally recommend Blue Block, although I think the manga is better. Ecchi is a slang term in the Japanese
What? Etchy? What is this?
language that means different things in different contexts. It can be an adjective meaning
What is
sexy,
this?
dirty, or naughty. It can be a verb meaning to have sex, and it can even be a noun where someone is basically a pervert. Ecchi as a genre is characterized
What the heck?
by hypersexualized moments in a show, often dubbed as fan service.
Oh, Taurus. I've never heard of this term before in my entire life. Also, what is this? Service. What is that?
Plot will bend backwards to force its characters in certain positions. Although shows can have a little bit of fan service and not be an ecchi, when a show regularly
I've never seen a woman in my entire life.
on the sexual themes in the show, it qualifies as an ecchi. Now, it's worth noting that ecchi
Women
is
aren't
a
real.
genre you'll find on its own, because if you only wanted sexual content in a show, then, well, you might as well watch hentai.
Alright
That's what I'm saying, dude. I mean,
guys, I just got these brand new headphones.
Mecha is a very old subgenre of sci-fi that's all about giant robots. A big reason that it's gotten so popular is because
I
of
used
the
to
toys that
despise Mecha. I don't know why. It's probably because I grew up like watching Transformers and like Power Rangers and stuff, and I was like, it's like kid shit. That's what I had in my mind. And the Isekai one, that one Isekai Mecha anime, I think that was like probably the first mecha anime that I watched, and then 86, and then Code Geass after.
marketed towards Japanese citizens.
I
In
still like. I would not seek out mecha anime.
Mecha, there are two main subgenres: super robot and real robots. Super robots often refer to supersized, impossible-looking mechas.
Oh, and Evangelion. Currently, I'm watching over on Patreon. Link down below. W plug.
While real robots try and match real-world physics and limitations. Before Gundam, super robots were the most popular subgenre, but Mobile Suit Gundam caused a revolution in the mecha genre, popularizing the real robot. However, that was
Those are real numbers. Damn.
the end of the super robot genre. Evangelion popularized the super robot genre once again. And although the mecha genre is still widely popular, owing favors to super fans who
Not accurate. What? What the heck?
buy and build Gunplas, its popularity has definitely dwindled in the last decade. If you want recommendations of solid mecha shows today, I would recommend
It's
you
actually
Evangelion
dwindled.
and one of my all-time favorites, Code
I
Geass.
bet, man. It's.
More
I'm watching Evangelion obviously on Patreon, and Code Geass pretty good.
iterations of Gundam that are supposedly good.
But I'm not gonna lie, the whole mech issue, I don't really care for. I like the politics around Code Geass, but Evangelion, for some reason, I like all the angels and the Avas more than whatever's happening. Mostly because it's like slice of life shit. This girl's trying to be diddled by a 40-year-old man, and I don't know, she's trying to get with a boyfriend. He's lonely and depressed because his father's a piece of shit asshole. I don't know what she is. She's probably a fucking Ava in disguise.
Are Iron-Blooded Orphans and The Witch from Mercury. The music anime genre is a little interesting, because in the West,
Nope. Skip.
many of us associate the music genre
Oh, never mind. I watched K-On! when I was younger. K-On! Was cool. Beck. If anyone remembers Beck, I went back because I heard that was cool, and I liked it. It was pretty decent.
with musicals, where characters will break out into song and dance like in Disney movies. But from my knowledge, there are very few anime that are actual musicals, which is probably a cultural difference.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? Nah, he's right. Wait, there aren't really musicals. I can't think of one. Shit. I guess it's time to stop it because it's actually fucking cringe.
When music is heavily used in an anime, it's because the anime's focus is on music itself.
Oh, you're lying, April. That too.
So it's better to think of music as a genre like sports, where the main characters are usually
Totally
involved
didn't
in
cry
the
there.
music themselves. Popular anime in the music genre include Love Live, which started the anime idol trend, K-On!, which greatly popularized the slice of life and music genres, and if you want a modern music anime that's mixed with comedy, I would really recommend Bocchi the Rock. The harem genre is a subgenre of romance that heavily focuses on polyamorous relationships.
I used to think this was the shit, man. What do you mean? The MC has like all the pick of the girls. This is like peak. This is like peak fantasy. Like, and then I grew up and I was like, okay, this is fucking stupid.
With one male and many females. Sometimes the genre can be twisted into a reverse harem, where the woman is a main character with multiple male love interests. Personally, I'm still waiting for the bisexual terror that is a mixed harem, but anime is clearly too scared to do that. Harem as a genre gained popularity due to dating simulators, which explains why most
I became gay. No, I just realized that I think polyamorous relationships are stupid, and I think like, and then in turn, I just don't like the genre because I think it's stupid.
Based on visual novels. Most anime fans look down on harem anime because they're pretty unrealistic in portraying how a boring average guy can...
No, that's not why. I think the polyamorous relationship is stupid. Not because it's like unrealistic or anything. It's whatever.
Well, so many baddies, but let's be honest, the vast majority
I'm just
of harem
thinking
anime
about it like realistically, and that's probably why it is. I just grew out of it.
For horny teenagers who want to self-insert with the main character. But at the same time, there are a good amount of harem anime that still use its premise to tell a compelling story, which often leads to something called a shipping war, where fans choose their best waifu in hopes that they end up with the main character, aka
this is also stupid.
Grass.
Yeah, this is also stupid. Oh, this is so and so is best girl. Like, holy shit, dude. You I hope those kids are like in school still and they can do this.
This trend and
think about it, stupid
popularity was Love Hina.
Shit like this.
Shows that have a battle royale of baddies would be quintessential quintuplets. If you want examples of a harem that I think are genuinely good, I would recommend The World Only God Knows and 100 Girlfriends, just for being a little more realistic. But
I will not be psyched up to watching this. Every fucking brings this up. Never. They almost got me. They almost got me with cuteness. Like the other day. Fuck that.
Also fun in the development of all the romances. If you found any mistakes in the video, leave a comment, because as much as I've been watching anime, you know...
I've only watched High School of the Dead. Wait, that's not harem. I'm stupid. High School DD, High School DxD. But like, I don't remember shit from that. I really don't. He has a glove, a gauntlet, and I'm pretty sure he can strip people using that gauntlet or like his hand or whatever. I think that's all I remember from it. That was a long time ago, man. Holy fuck that. I gotta watch it. Watch what? 100 Girlfriends? You know what you should do? You should grab a nerf. Nerf. I didn't say anything.